Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anna Woodward, and you are tuned in for the Discover the New Era of NEORA opportunity presentation. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm coming to you live from my home office. I have been an entrepreneur. I've been a classical musician, classically trained. I have insurance qualifications, retirement planning qualifications. But above and beyond, I love what this industry has done for my life, and particularly this company. And it's a great joy for me to share the new era of NEORA with you. So I want you to sit tight for the next 20 minutes or so. We're going to talk a lot about ownership, why I chose to align myself with NEORA, excuse me, why ownership matters today. We're going to talk about what's happening out there. In other words, if you're here to look for additional income, maybe a side gig, maybe a plan B, maybe you just want to have more fun in your life, get healthy and enjoy some great products, that's awesome. But wait till I show you what's happening out there, what other people are looking for. Then we're going to talk about why we're positioned so well, the kind of income, the kind of comp, the kind of bonuses we have, and some of the perks, and how to get started. Does that sound good? Okay, I'll go very quickly because I know time is really important and you guys have places to be today. So this is about as deep as I'm going to get into products. So NEORA is a 14-year-old holistic well-being skincare and beauty company. Okay, so I love this image because it really just captures the freshness of the brand. You're going to hear a little bit about why we're unique in our product placement and how we choose non-Me Too products that really give transformative results. But I'm going to encourage you to go to the person's website who invited you to this and check out the products yourself. Just go to shop and just do a deep dive on all the products. I guarantee you can't find one dud in this lineup. Like, everything is extraordinary. And full disclosure, I was a partner with NEORA back in 2012. So when I got started with this company, we had one product. So I'm going to share with you kind of like this beautiful serendipitous timing of where we are today, why I believe we are posed for explosive growth in the months in the year ahead, and why you can be a part of it. But that's the product introduction, and I really welcome you to go take a look on your brand partner's website. All right. So a series of events happened in my life earlier this year, which kind of set up a chain reaction of opportunities. And I was with a company. I've been at the top of 3 different direct selling network marketing companies over the last 20 years. I've done very well, loved building internationally, large organizations, massive customer bases. But the company I was with closed its doors. And I had invitations from various places, Europe, to go meet owners, go to Vegas, go to see top leaders. And honestly, it fell on deaf ears because I knew in my heart, after what I had experienced, if I were to ever do this again, there's only one thing I was looking for, and that is ownership. Well, ownership and timing and culture, but the ownership is where it began. So I want to talk to you guys about why NEORA is positioned with family owned and founder-led leadership. That is so rare today. If you guys look at, your mom and pop stores in your community, or again, this is a web designed e-commerce platform, but the fact that we're still mom and pop owned and operated is huge. I experienced the tragedy of a of a company that was not founder led and family owned, but private equity owned. And I saw the destruction over a series of years. So I would not make that mistake twice. And when I looked over my shoulder at what NEORA was doing and the timing they had, not to mention some pretty historic announcements that had come through the pipeline in the past year, I thought, wow, if I ever had a chance to do it again, I'd do it right there with the Olson family. So here they are, Mr. Jeff Olson. He is an iconic leader in the industry. He has built numerous times, owned companies. He's the author of The Slight Edge. This is Renee Olson, who's also a co-founder. And then on the couch is Amber Olson Rourke. She is the co-CEO and a co-founder, and she is the succession plan to this company. Another reason I said yes, because so much of the time, what companies do when families get tired of running their company, they bring in an outside CEO. That outside CEO brings in their team. They start making changes to put their own stamp on it, right? Their own disruptive stamp on that company. And it's usually a train wreck. So I've seen it. I've been in those companies. And so I said, no, 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 no. Amber's already in place. She's very talented. She's extremely capable. She's also a force to be reckoned with, but this is her legacy. This is her daughter's legacy. So I felt from top to bottom, if I was to do this one more time, there's only one choice. And luckily for me, the stars aligned, and I was welcomed back to NEORA. So here we are today. Some of the accomplishments, it's been 14 years. Okay, so you're not looking at a flaky startup. I again, been there, done that. Excuse me, I have a cat hair in my, I've got a cat right over there. There's probably flying cat hairs around. But been there, done that. I don't want a flaky startup. They're too much drama. They're too much risk. And I just don't have time for that. I want fun. I want meaningful. I want to make a difference. And I want to just have, that peace of mind in my life. So we're 14 years old. We've sold over 40 million products cumulatively. We've done over 2 billion in sales cumulatively. And these are some of the other accolades. Been named, I was there when they were named to Inc. 500's fastest growing company. They have paid out more than $800 million in commissions to brand partners. And I love their partnership with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, because I think in this day and age, if you are this successful, why are you not making a difference? And I love that they pay it back to kids, and that the brand partners are encouraged to be a part of that as well. All right. Again, leadership is everything. I think some of the best leadership quotes I think I've heard is that, everything rises and falls on leadership. So when looking at a company, if you're looking to either, lock arms or have kind of a side gig, or just, hobby with us, just enjoy our products and become a raving fan, or you really want to go create some meaningful career-like income with us, you've got to look at the leaders here. So we've been recognized by the DSN, which is the Direct Selling News, as well as the Direct Selling Association, both for our impact. We've received the Bravo Impact Award for our leadership, Bravo Leadership Award, and for our excellence. We've won, NEORA has won that as well. I will say something else. Recently, I was in Dallas, Texas, and I was spent a day at the Association of Network Marketing Professionals, ANMP event. And before the whole event started, we ran into the gentleman who owns that event. He drives that event. He organizes that event, Mr. Garrett McGrath. He spent 20 minutes outside the lobby of the hotel before the event started, raving to me and my partner who was with me about Jeff Olson and Amber Olson and this company. He raved for 20 minutes. I thought to myself, I think I'm gonna have to go recruit that gentleman. But he's got a very established position. But trust me, I had my eye on him, because he kept on pointing out how rare it is in this industry, as well as in general in business and public, that you can be with a family-owned, debt-free, but a family-owned, founder-led company. And again, because of my experience with my last company with private equity and people who just disrupted. Every time I turned around, they were disrupting. And I think it was people who just wanted to make their mark, but they destroyed a company. I know there's such alignment with the leadership team and the ownership, because the ownership is leading and the ownership is in the C-suite with the other talent they bring on board. So there's no room for panic. There's no room for I don't have any doubts. We are on course, and this is going to be a legacy company that you want to be a part of. Okay. Next thing, I said I was going to talk about what's happening out there. So obviously we all know e-commerce, right? You probably all have Amazon Prime or shop on Amazon at some point. I know I do when I have to, but bottom line is that e-commerce is $1 trillion business, and most of us are participating as consumers, right? I chose a long time ago, when I saw where direct selling was going into the e-commerce space. I said, oh, no. I loved it. I'm a good consumer, but I'm going to monetize my portion of the e-commerce business. And that's why I got started. And I'm encouraging you to look at it this way. E-commerce is not going away. It's going to be probably a multi-trillion-dollar business, but right now you're being monetized. I encourage you, let's monetize your sector of e-commerce. And we can do that with NEORA. So social selling. This is a new phenomenon. Well, it's not a new phenomenon. It just has new platforms. So when I first got started 20 years ago, my children were really young. My neighbor knocked on my door, shared a catalog. That's social selling. I looked at the catalog. I loved it. I went to her party. I used to go and do parties. So we shared catalogs, and then we used websites as well, but it wasn't social selling in the sense of we gotta leverage social media from our stories on Facebook to Instagram to TikTok and so forth, or even LinkedIn. So now it has a whole new, almost a 360-degree view of how you can sell socially. And this is where it's at, you guys. When was the last time you used Google search or Yellow Pages to find someone to do some work in your house? You ask a neighbor, you get a friend's referral. If your hairdresser moves, you don't just, spin the dial and walk into any salon. You ask a friend, who do you use? Do you love them? Like, this is how everything is done today, because what research has shown is, and this is Main Street research, what it shows is people trust the referral of a friend over fancy marketing. Okay. So we do word of mouth. We use our website, we use social selling, but really it's people buying from people they know, like, and love, taking those referrals, giving it a try, falling in love. And so here's some of the things, it's flexible. For sure, today people are busier than ever, and the Gen Zs, the younger generation, they want absolute flexibility. They don't want to have to go clock in or go into a cubicle in an office building or a high rise. They just want to work when they want. And that's, again, this is perfect for them. We have some 21-year-olds on our team. And also I've had a lot of people on my team who are professionals, and they love that they can do their business or their job during the day. They can just have this business in their back pocket and share it in between meetings or on the weekend or with a friend for a glass of wine. Everything's provided as far as tools and training, as well as leadership. No one will ever sell you leadership here. I love that. And you don't carry inventory. Okay, there's no hidden fees or quotas. You can earn up to $140 every month of free products. So there's people who do join the team and join NEORA just because they love the product so much that they know they can get 3 customers. Again, we're in many different product verticals and different product offerings. Just 3 customers each month. It could be the same 3 customers each month, actually, and they can get up to $140 in products for themselves every month. Also earning 20 to 40% on new customer sales, and the ability to earn perks. I love perks. Perks are wonderful. As a stay-at-home mom, I didn't get a lot of perks when I made a really great lasagna, but when I do a really good job here with my social selling, my NEORA business, I can earn a luxury car bonus with Lexus and beachside incentive trips. And so we're right in the middle of one of our incentive periods right now. So that may be your timing. All right, I've grabbed these next 2 slides from a third party because I want to show you more of what's happening out there. So this came from MarketWatch. This is data that's really been curated from multiple sources. I'm sure they used AI or ChatGPT for this, but we're just like, why are people starting side gigs? Why would the average American be pursuing additional income or a little side gig? Well, 27% say to build savings account. 24% they're doing it just to afford the cost of living. 16% say they want to pay off debt, 14% to save for a major purchase, 13% for that unexpected bill, and so on and so forth. So what this tells me is there's a lot of different reasons people are looking. I think the to afford the cost of living category is just going to continue to go up and up and up. But I want you to see that, because if you're looking at this, one of the questions I want you to be asking yourself is, well, if I like what I see, it's one thing, but do I think other people will like what I share with them? Will they like this too? Overwhelmingly, the answer from this data is yes. This even enforces that more. So this is from 2024. It's from Bankrate, the data. This is overall side hustle income. Okay. So look at the percentages here. This is what, of all the people they've pulled in the data, this is how much people are making from their side gig, right? Their side hustle income. 25% make up to $50 a month. 12% make $51 to $100. 12% also make $101 to $200. 8% make $201 to $300. So only 9% make over $2,000. Well, here's what this data tells me. Okay. We are right in the sweet spot for all of these categories, because the average person or the average family, if they're making $50 a month, they're not going to stop that side gig. Okay. $50 a month speaks to people, right? Now, would they like 500 or 1,000? Probably. But if they're making $50 a month in free products, they're not going to quit your business. You may want to earn more than $2,000 a month. Well, we have tracks for that. We have roadmaps for that. We have systems for that. We have leadership to teach you how to do that. But what I want you to see is the average person's looking for much, much lower amounts, because that's the difference of a better lifestyle, keeping the lights on and keeping a family fed. Okay. So this is not our data. I just pulled this, but I thought it was very telling, and it really enforces what I believe about NEORA, that we can make that difference. Okay. So here's how it comes together. NEORA is uniquely positioned. We're kind of at the convergence of these 3 sectors: e-commerce, the trillion-dollar business model. And again, right now, if you're not monetizing with an e-commerce business, then you are being monetized. Okay, let's flip the narrative here and get you guys some of the action, because it's really fun. And why not? It's a gig economy. People are still looking for that flexibility, that side hustle. And social selling is not going away. Social selling means you can sell at book club, you can share after soccer practice with the moms, you can have an in-home event, or you can be doing lives and stories on your Instagram and Facebook. That is social selling. Okay, so we're the convergence of all that, and we embrace all of those categories. All right. More data. 92% of people trust product recommendations of their friends over advertising. Can I say, and can I get an amen here? We need to paint our house this fall. I'm not just going to spin the dial to get someone out here to paint my house without a tremendous referral from a neighbor who loved the last painter they used. If my hairdresser were to move, I would not just randomly walk into any old hairdresser with a coupon, whatever. I'd ask my friend who has really great color, who do you use? Do you love them? Okay, give me their name and number. This is how people are communicating today. It's just, and there's a reason for it. It's because marketing and AI and different things have gotten so sophisticated. You don't even know when you make a phone call, if you're talking to someone in your community or if you're talking to someone in Bangladesh. You just don't know. So people trust recommendations from their friends over advertising. We're in the perfect vertical for this, okay? Because we are social sharers and we have all the tools, we have all the training to show you how to put a Facebook post up or to host a sip and sample with your friends over a glass of wine or a coffee. It's the perfect model for this. Okay. Not going to get into individual products so much, but just some transparency. We have third-party clinicals. I love that NEORA is non-Me Too products because I really didn't want to align myself. I did not want to align myself with, Procter and Gamble type products, not to insult Procter and Gamble, but I want non-Me Too. And I also have standards for clean, and I really love cruelty-free. We also are very innovative, and this is exciting because we always want. We can lead with what we have, which is a beautiful product offering, but down the pipeline, we always want something new and innovating because the customer wants that, the consumer wants that, and NEORA has a track record for bringing new and exciting innovations to the product line. Again, when I got started, there was one product. Now we have a few dozen products, maybe 50 products or so. I should get the exact number, and I love them all, and they're all highly unique and custom. We also have partnerships with leading researchers and scientists. I will tell you one of my very favorite products is called EHT. It was formulated at the labs at Princeton University, and we have actual data and studies from those labs that support the EHT and what it was researched for. And I love that I can share that. Okay. All right. One product I am going to share and highlight because this got my attention when things started to shift and change dramatically for me back in April. I saw this little beauty out of the corner of my eye and I thought, what are they doing now? Like, what are they doing now? Because I remember one product, and funny, in 2012, our first product came in a silver bottle. So what is this little spaceship, like rocket ship little, doodad that I'm seeing on social media? This is the future of filler and Botox, and it is non-invasive, which means there's no needles, there's no risk, there's no downtime. It is just a beautiful, natural, alternative topical that trains your skin to plump and fill, and you just use it for 30 seconds a day. So you can just put it directly to the skin and push the little button, rub it in, push it in, and the different active ingredients and stimulators help plump your skin and almost lift your skin as if it's been delivering a workout to your facial muscles. So BioRenew 1223, GFP Stem, which is a blend of growth factor peptides and plant stem cells. All I can tell you, when they launched this late April, they sold out of 5 months of inventory in 5 days. All right. We have med spas, med spa owners, med spa chain owners scrambling to get a hold of this product. So I'm just telling you, this is the hottest thing I've seen in 20 years. Pinky promise, I cannot make this up. This is a winner, and I carry it with me wherever I go because I love sharing just how innovative and fun the packaging is, and no needles. I love that. Okay. So you can take a picture of this. Again, I just want to show you the company has standards. So you may not need to see this, but I will tell you the average consumer out there does, because they're looking for cruelty-free, hormone-free, paraben-free, no artificial fragrances or dyes, propylene glycol-free, gluten-free, silicone-free, phthalate-free, SLS-free. So we meet all those standards. And I can tell you this, I've been with this company long enough to know if there's a way to do better in any category, we will do it. Okay. So I'm very proud of that. Now, what is the NEORA difference? I mentioned a new era. I think that this fact has always been here about NEORA. There's a low overhead model, right? I go down to my beauty store, I go down to my spa, my neighborhood spa, tons of product, tons of inventory. They buy $10,000 at a time for any particular brand they carry, and they don't get a sale until you walk in. Okay. We have low overhead. We don't have brick and mortar. We all have a website. It's a personalized website, and the back office is free. Okay. You can earn personal product for free every month, which is just three customers ordering. So when someone says, I don't think I have the money, to buy that product. I'm like, let me help you get it for free. You can earn up to $140 of free product each month, and you can earn free samples that the company will actually send to people for you. We have hair care samples. Our hair care is amazing. Skin care samples, hair mask samples, weight management samples. You can earn on product sales. You will earn on every new sale to your website. Okay, we've got wonderful commissions of 20 to 35% of the price paid, as well as monthly cash bonuses and ongoing commissions for reorder. I think I've gone through 5 of these since I got my hands on the first one. I've had a couple samples out too, but I literally don't touch my pen. Stephen knows, do not touch Anna's pen in her bathroom. Like, I love this little guy, but every time my customers love it, I get more commissions. And then you can earn by helping other people sell product too. So there's a couple different ways to build the business. You can just build a beautiful customer base. You can build a nice, tight, small customer base, or you can build a massive customer base and you'll be paid. But you can also help other people do the same. And that's usually what we call business building. Volume-based compensation rather than structure-based compensation that gets a lot of people and it takes them out of the rank in other companies because they have breakaways or partial breakaways. We don't do that here. And we have guaranteed pay at ranks as well as variable commissions. And our car bonus is $500 US for a Lexus car. Now, for instance, I earned the car bonus, but I haven't gone out and got my Lexus yet. I still get $375 a month when I qualify towards a car or just as a car bonus, even if I don't have the car. So I love that. That's a really conscientious company. And then extra bonuses for new BPs to help you start strong. Okay, let's talk about those extra bonuses. We're doing great on time. Okay, so what are the perks of becoming a brand partner today? Well, we've heard it from our marketing director, our product development, who actually came from L'Oreal, I believe, that in the big beauty world, it takes about a year to a year and a half to actually launch a product effectively. So we're in the very beginning of launching this. So one of the perks is you'll be here first at the beginning of this next flagship product launch. Okay. The second perk is we have what's called a future leader bonus program. It was for brand partners who enroll the month of July and the month of August. So that's up to August 31st. If you are in as a brand partner, just in the door with your website by August 31st, you can participate for the next 12 months and have the opportunity to earn up to $61,900 in bonuses with this future leader bonus plan. Okay. In just about 10, 12 weeks, I've helped so many people earn bonuses who've helped people earn bonuses, and get this, who've helped people earn bonuses. So we'd love to help you as well. And then you can also start accumulating points towards our next destination success incentive trip, which is Cabo San Lucas. We are still in the qualification period. I've got a gal who's going to qualify any moment, and we have 2 more months. So you still have time to earn this 4-day. Once you're in Cabo, it's all expenses paid for 2 incentive trip. So get in the door this month. Okay. And yeah, and this is because you want to be able to participate over the next 12 months and earn as many of these bonuses as you can. So ask the person who invited you here for more information on this. They can also send you our traditional compensation plan so you can look at that. There's about 14 different ways you can earn income with NEORA, as well as look at our income disclosure statement. How do you get started? Well, as I said 2 things. I said we have transformational products, and my experience of 20 years, 3 companies, top level, is this: you got to be a product of your product. The best sellers and the best business builders know what's on their website. So I highly recommend always the Ultimate Launch Pack. And I'll tell you, here's a little pro tip: if you let these products be transformational for you, that puts you in a position immediately within days and weeks of being a billboard for your business. Okay, so I can't underestimate or overestimate the importance of starting strong with as many products as you can, so you can really fully experience what makes NEORA unique. It usually takes about 90 days for brand partners to fully experience all the different products in the Ultimate Launch Pack. But when they do, I get texts, I get phone calls, I get messages. I can't believe these sleep chews, or oh my word, this hairline is outrageous. It's so good. So I highly recommend that, but there's others to pick from as well. The $1,000 will get you everything you need to get started. It'll get you tremendous points towards the success trip. It'll get you instant points towards your first bonuses and group qualifying volume. And most importantly, it gives you the confidence in what you're going to be offering people through your website, because these are top level, just absolute pristine products at value prices. So that's how to get started. And again, go back to the person. You can just a click of a button, open your website and order the products, and you're underway. Okay. So in closing, I'll just say this. I said this is the new era of NEORA. Well, how do I know that? This is not my first rodeo. Back in 2012, when I was introduced to this company, I sat down and watched a presentation like this. I sat down with the top leader, and I remember that leader saying to me, do you know what's about to happen to you? And I said, I really have no idea. He said, your life's about to change. I went home and I shared with my husband. I said, something's going to happen. And I just have this gut feeling. It is big, it's profound, and it's going to change our lives. And I went with it, and I went all in, and I was coachable. I have that very same gut feeling today. And that's why I'm doing this opportunity presentation. There'll be another one in 3 hours, another one in 3 hours. I encourage you to sit with this after this is finished and ask yourself, if Anna Woodward, who's been at the very top, and she did it once here at NEORA back in 2012 to 2017, if she did it then, why is she back? Right? Because I know what I see. I know the leadership team. I know the ownership team. I see what they've done. I see the beauty of this company. I see how tight it is. I see how just phenomenally curated the products are, the communication, the compensation, the business drivers, and the market is ready to explode. So I invite you to get back with the person. Say, Anna, it's not her first rodeo, but she's back. I want you to join us. Okay, so may I be the first person to welcome you to the NEORA family, get back to the person for next steps. And again, I invite you in 3 hours from now, I'll be on my next version, and I invite you, why not get started today? Maybe you could rank up this afternoon to this evening, bring some guests to the next Zoom. God bless, have a great evening, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye for now.